Welcome to our podcast, Life According to Lisa.
And Jim sort of tags along.
This week's episode is Never Go Against the Family.
Don't do that.
Families shape who we are. They teach us.
They embarrass us.
They make us laugh.
They drive us crazy.
They love us anyway. Television has introduced us to hundreds of unforgettable families over the years, from the Brady Bunch to the Waltons to the Pearsons.
To the Duttons and to the Robinsons if you want to get lost in space.
There you go. Some reminded us of our own families, while others became the family we wished we had. Today we're asking one simple question. If you could become a member of any television family, which one would you choose?
So grab a seat, sit down, get your wine glass, pick up a fork, because this week's conversation is all about the families who have welcomed us into their home.
And into our hearts.
Yes. Or into their...
That's, we're going to
pain
end
in
it
the
there.
ass, yeah.
We're going to end it there.
Okay.
Families we wished we belonged to. So, you could become a permanent member of one television family, Jim.
Yes.
Which family would you choose and why?
Now, we listed a slew of them. There's so many families. And
Well, we're going to talk about what makes a great TV family. Let's
Yes.
start there instead.
Well-
What makes a great TV family?
Well, obviously, it's a great mother and father, and then siblings who usually the siblings are in conflict, but sometimes they get along. But oftentimes they're in conflict.
I mean, we look at things like love, loyalty. I mean, those are good things for a family.
Yes.
But we also like humor and chaos and traditions. How about that?
Right. And, traditionally, like the Sunday dinner, which everybody talks
Yes.
about, and we talk about in the book a lot, the book on which available on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble,
TheBookOnWhich.com will take
Kobo,
you to all the links.
Apple, or you can order it off the website, and Lisa will be happy to sign it to you and give you some extras.
Yes, you get a lot of extras if you order it from the website.
But not a meatball, as I suggested. She refuses to do that.
You
so
just get a cute little book bag that I sewed. I was like, I'm sewing crazy things, so you get
Yes.
fun stuff. You never know what's going to be in there.
Sewing from here in the Oceanside Library, which I want to give a shout out to Matt and all the guys that work here who always help us out and really do a great job.
Yeah.
So the maintenance crew, the guys that really do the heart and soul of the library, I want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Part of the Lily's Valise and the Brooklyn Witch family.
Yes, true. It's our extended family.
Yes, everywhere we go,
Our
we try.
found family.
Our motto, what we do, Lisa and I, is we treat everyone as family. You know what I mean? That means sometimes we yell at you, but also
We can be kind,
Yes.
but then we could also yell at you.
we can be strict. I'm the strict father. I don't like kids when they run around, so I will correct you.
Yes, okay, Mr. Wilson.
You know what I'm saying? But we treat everybody as family. So when we go to the deli or whatever, and we treat them as family, and then when they're snotty, like they did in a recent deli that we went to, we said, you know what? You're like the cousins we never talk to anymore.
We're not coming back here
We're never
anymore.
coming back. You're never going to see us here. So treat everybody like family, and you can't go wrong.
So one thing I like about what makes a great family is the way they show up for one another. Now, we just watched a show. We're currently watching. We finished The Bear, by the way, so we might talk about that a little bit with their crazy family. But we're actually watching a new show. What is it called?
It's called A Million Little Things.
Yes.
And it's an example of a family that's.
It's
I don't think
it's found family.
Yes, I don't think I want a family like that because it's all friends
little-
and not the actual family. So the friends are more important, and
Well, I said it's the found family.
Yeah, and
the way they show up for one another.
right, and all they do
It's
is
very touching.
yes, but what they do is they show the actual family, the mother, one of the mothers, they have a big fight, and they really show dysfunction in the family setting. You know?
Well, it is a dysfunctional family. I never said that it wasn't a dysfunctional
Right,
family.
and I think that's a key dividing line between families. Almost every television family is dysfunctional. There's some sort of a problem of one sort or another.
Well, there has to be conflict. There has to be things, otherwise it's not interesting.
Yes, but that also
Even the Waltons had problems.
correct. But
But at night, what did they do?
they all said goodnight,
They all said goodnight to each other.
And then
good
they
night, John boy.
and then they went out to the outhouse and smoked a cigarette. But they never showed you that part.
They don't show you that part.
Right. No, I mean, families is basically conflict. That's why when we were saying the families, who do you want to be part of? I'm going to jump ahead. And I love to do that because that makes Lisa crazy.
Because he doesn't go according to the
Yes,
format.
I don't like to. I'm a
and
free
he screws
spirit.
me up.
I'm a free spirit. But just quickly, I always said to Lisa when she said, I got to think about what family I want to be part
I
of.
really had a hard time with this.
And I said, I know the family I actually would be a part of, and it feels like home, and it's exactly what my family was like. And that's the Barones of Everybody Loves
Now,
Raymond.
once he said that, I was like,
Yes,
I
100%.
could see that now.
Okay? So we're Irish and Italian,
I
right?
mean, we did, have the plastic slip covers. I remember that episode when they wouldn't sit down.
Yes, and of course it's the mother who is a great cook, and the daughter-in-law who's not such a good cook, and the mother-in-law always dominates her and says, we want your lasagna, and the son's like, I kind of like my mom's lasagna, and your lasagna sucks, So that's kind of hits close to home. Not that Lisa is cook; she does a lot of other things. She doesn't have to cook; I cook.
Right.
But the idea of it is that's a
deal.
family that's a lot like our family, as are the Berzatos of the Bear. But they're a little
Please, they're crazier.
They're much more
craziest
dysfunctional,
family.
right? They take it to an extreme. The Barones are much more within where people are in real life. There's a lot of love, but there's also a lot of conflict. There's jealousy between the brothers, right? There's
The daughter-in-law
has
and the
to fit in,
mother-in-law.
and she has to make accommodations for the mother-in-law, who's very dominating, right? The father, who's a tough guy, but also listens to his wife.
She's dominating because she knows how to do everything.
She's
And
dominating.
she's trying to show her, but she doesn't want to take any of the lessons.
Well, the thing
She wants to do it her way.
the way I would describe
And
it,
that's the mother-in-law, daughter-in-law relationship. Either it's beautiful or it's like that one.
yes. So the thing about Marie Barone is she has a lot of love, and she's going to give you that love whether you want it or not.
Correct.
And she's going to grab you by the throat and force you to take the love and the lasagna.
Eat this now.
Right, exactly. And I think that's actually, in my opinion, that's the way it should be, personally. Okay? So I think
Well, she's the matriarch of the family.
right. Now, the Barones is like the perfect, I think, what we grew up with. There are two TV shows, I think, that epitomize the Irish and Italian sides of our family. So the Italian side is the Barones. The Irish side was
So just in case people don't realize or forgot, both of us are half Italian, half Irish.
just like Speranza O'Rourke, the Brooklyn Witch.
Correct.
And she talks
Right
about
what you know.
the duality of her nature, part Irish, part Italian. Part of it comes in her different attitude to certain things. And sometimes she attacks it as an Italian, and sometimes she attacks it as an Irish person.
Or don't be Irish, or don't be Italian.
Yes, that's a saying I always tell Lisa. Don't be Irish. Don't forgive things. Don't let it go and say, why cause a problem? Or go in and say, I'm the greatest. Like John L. Sullivan used to do, walk into the bar and say, I could beat every man in the house. I say, be Italian. Make them go, ooh, what's this pain I got in the back?
My back hurts.
Oh, what is it? Oh, it's a knife. Don't let them see you come and slip it in there when they're not looking, So the Barones are actually the Italian side of our family. But the Irish side, there was a very obscure sitcom that was only one season that I thought was great. And I'm so upset that they didn't keep it. And it's
It
called
was really good.
The Kids Are All Right. Okay?
So the family name was the Clearys.
Yes. And
It was Michael
Kudlitz and
Peggy.
Maureen
Peggy
McCormick.
Yeah, but it was Peggy and Mike Cleary. Those were the names
Right.
on the show. But Mary McCormick, you've seen her on...
Well, she played the wife on Howard Stern's movie. She was also in a show when she played working in witness the protection program
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
In Albuquerque.
What was the name of that?
in Plain Sight.
In Plain Sight, that's
Okay,
right.
and you see her often around now, but she played the epitome of the Irish mom. She was the Irish mom all the way, and that was exactly, or not exactly, but pretty much our time frame because it was set in 72, 73,
Right.
when we were kids. And it was the how kids were. You just jumped on your bike, you disappeared in the beginning of the day, you didn't show up till dinner time.
Right.
And you did crazy stuff with your friends. One episode I remember vividly, and my
And
idea-
Michael Kudlitz, he was
Michael
from
Cutlet,
Southland.
he was in Southland. He also had a great run on U.S. Marshals recently where he played the crazy prepper guy with the big beard.
Oh, yeah, he did a good...
He was
good
amazing
in
as
that.
a psycho. He's a very good actor.
But there were 8 sons in this family.
Yes, it was all boys, and they were all
So
crazy.
It was like an Irish Catholic American family with 8 sons who lived in L.A.
Right. So what they did was they showed exactly what it was to be Irish Catholic and all the guilt and all the stuff that went in it. And one episode I remember vividly, and I rate...
Tell us about it, Jim.
I rate shows on if they have episodes that I remember vividly 10 years later. This is
Right.
like 10 or 15 years later.
Really? Was it that long?
Yes, it was. I think so. I could be wrong. I'm often wrong when I say I spout off nonsense here and have no idea what I'm
And
talking
then he's
about.
like, oh, I have to make
I
corrections.
have to make a correction.
I have to have a correction
It's the
show.
Pope of Greenwich Village, not Mean Streets. Sorry.
He's always
Okay.
going to throw in something from 5 episodes ago.
Yes. So in the story, the kid gets an envelope from his grandmother for his birthday, and he takes the money out and he puts it in the correction plate, and then he realizes it's a $100 bill.
Yes.
He says, I got to get that back. I'm like, I mean, I love Jesus, but not $100
The
worth.
whole episode was getting that money back.
It was really funny. And they had one brother who was like an entrepreneur who, he was the guy that always got what needed. And,
The
so it was good.
personalities are pretty funny.
Yeah, it was very good. So I love that show. And I don't understand why shows that are so good never make it past a year. It's just amazing to me. There was another one that had a good Irish one, which was very interesting. And I thought it was a great show. Also, I think it only lasted like 2 or maybe 3 seasons. And it was called Sullivan and Son. And it had this kid.
Oh, that was the bar. Was that
in the bar? Yes. So
That was really good.
Dan Lauria is the father, and he's the guy from the Wonder Years. Okay, so he's like the epitome of the father. You see him a lot. He shows up a lot. He always plays the father, right? So he's the father, and his son is this guy Steve, who's a comedian. Steve Byrne, I believe, is his name, and he's Korean. So the premise of the story is the father marries a Korean woman who's very tough and very strong.
She's so funny.
And she rules the roost, but he loves his wife and he doesn't care. He says, fine.
He goes along with it.
It's sort of like Shrinking. In Shrinking, everybody loves Derek, and his wife is very
It's
opinionated.
almost the same type of couple.
Yeah, it's kind of like us.
Same thing. Pretty much.
Yeah. The wife has a lot of very strong opinions, and she wants you to do things her way. And husband does
The
this
right way.
her way, and the husband doesn't care. He says, it's not that important. I really don't want to fight about which way the roll of toilet paper goes, with the thing in the front or the thing in the back. I don't really care. It's not that important, Same thing with the Sullivan show, Sullivan and Son. They
Well,
open
it was funny because it was set in a bar.
right, and we know a lot about bars
Because
and his
we all
Irish
worked in-
family.
yes.
Brian Doyle Murray played the drunken guy in the bar, which was pretty funny. Brian Doyle Murray's the perfect example of the idiot brother, right? Because Bill Murray was his brother, and he always got these jobs because he was his brother.
Right.
Like Clint Howard. Now, Clint Howard is a very good actor, right? He's Ron Howard's brother. And if you saw him, you know exactly who I'm talking about because he's in a million different movies and shows.
Werewolf.
Yes. But
Silver Bullet.
he always plays like the toothless hillbilly, in Gunsmoke or whatever. He's a really good actor. And some guys, that's their niche. They're the idiot brother. You never see an idiot sister. You ever notice that? Occasionally there's an idiot sister, but not so much. Actually, in plain sight, in the show, that was an interesting family dynamic as well. The mother was Leslie Ann Warren, who's very beautiful, even at her age. At the time, she was like 60, amazingly beautiful woman. And
She still is.
yes, absolutely. And the girl that's the Secret Service agent or the Marshal, U.S. Marshal, I believe.
Yeah.
Maureen McCormick. Maureen McCormick, I think that's her name, or Mary McCormick.
Mary.
Right, Mary McCormick. Maureen McCormick's the Brady Bunch. So,
Don't get all your family.
yes,
mixed
don't
up.
get the McCormicks mixed up. One of them makes pepper. But Mary McCormick is like the very serious agent, and her sister is a real party girl.
Yeah.
And gets in a lot of trouble. So that's a very interesting
We
dynamic.
see that dynamic we've seen that dynamic in shows.
All the time, yeah.
We've seen that where even the FBI agent, her sister was always getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And any like other shows, we have the troublesome
It's almost
sister.
it's almost like a cliche that you're a cop and then your relative is a gangster or your relative
Right.
is a
Is that
screw
a
up.
trope?
A trope, yes, exactly. And you always get your relative is an arrogant SOB. We'll talk about Bonanza later. But I feel bad and I apologize to everyone that my references are too far out of date, and we've been realizing that, and we want to throw current stuff in.
Yes.
Okay, so Shrinking is a good story because Shrinking is another one where there's a found family of people that are all in each other's business. Okay, and you don't really see, the next generation or another generation
Do
yet.
you think kids now know the Brady Bunch?
I don't know. I doubt it.
You think it's enough of a classic where they would watch it or know of it?
I don't think so, myself personally. But you never know.
I mean, I can understand Lost in Space. They redid it, so they
Yes.
might not know.
The original.
They know the Robinsons, but they don't know the original Robinsons.
Correct. They changed it a lot. Like they made Dr. Smith, instead of the pedophile, he was in the original. They made him a woman. They updated it a little.
A psycho.
Yes.
Playing a psychiatrist.
Yes. So, I don't. A lot of the shows that we reference, like I always reference Bonanza.
She's like, isn't she a murderer?
Yes, Dr. Smith.
She murders people in the.
Correct.
the
Yes,
new
she's a
Waltons
bad
series, right?
person. Yes, she's nasty. Like most doctors.
But people know the Waltons. I mean, they may know the reference, "Good night, John Boy,"
Well,
because somebody older than them could have said it and they heard it and it got passed down as a joke.
Yes.
But I don't know if they know any of the
I
people
think
from
I
the
think the
Waltons.
issue is
I don't even know if it's on TV anymore.
the Waltons. Yes, it's on the Family Channel. It's on channels that specialize, like Me TV, that specialize in the old shows. So what happens is, I think sitcoms have more immediacy. So the Brady Bunch, it's possible, but
It could be on like one of those channels that repeat stuff.
yeah, like Me TV. Yes, absolutely.
So maybe they could have caught it. Maybe they sit with their grandmother and watch it.
I think the Brady Bunch is a possibility. The Partridge Family, no way. No one has any idea of that at all. It's off the grid.
You sure?
Yes, 100%. I don't. If you
I know the Full House because they went further with it.
yeah, they had a second TV show. Yes.
So they, Fuller House, I think it was, instead of Full
or the
House.
Fuller Brush. It's the same way.
So then if they went back to watch the old ones, they may.
Yeah, I mean, I think that some of the shows are a snapshot in time of that particular time in our culture, and you can't get it back. Now, if it's classic, if it's really well done, like I Love Lucy and The Honeymooners, even though it's so far away, the 50s, the 40s, and the 50s.
Right, but their family, of course, was the couple. They didn't really have a family. Like like these are family shows where there's more than
a husband and wife. Yes.
Right.
Right. Well, that's the problem. And I think they take cognizance of that, if I'm saying that word correctly. I'm always doing my imitation of that comedian and always does the malaprops. You have shows that go two different ways. You either have one that's a family or one that it's a found family, like Lisa says. So Mary
or
Tyler
mixed and blended families.
Yeah, well, that's what the Brady Bunch was.
Right, a blended family.
Yes, but at the time, divorce was just becoming a big thing in the 60s, so they boldly decided to talk about that.
Right.
And I don't even remember.
I think they were widows.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
I'm pretty sure they were widows.
I thought only widows and widowers were only on Hallmark, but I could be wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure they were.
Yeah. Well, what happens is they show the found family, so like Friends or Seinfeld or any of these shows. If they show the family, the actual family, they're a joke, like Costanza's
Virgin
family.
River does that, right?
Yeah, they have the found
there's just
family.
blended families and found family on that show.
Yeah, and
Heartland did the same thing. They were always bringing someone onto the property to live in the barn.
yeah, but they still had the basic family of the grandfather and the two daughters, right? And the father, who was a knucklehead that was around, the guy that decided to stay with Heartland and left the Good Witch. But a lot of shows, what happens is they don't know what to do with the family. And I think it's the writers working out their own problems. So when they're working out their own problems in the show that they're writing and they're depicting their own family, that's when you get some good TV, some good movies, They're working
look at The Bear.
Right.
I mean, that family, you had
Well, here's the
chosen
thing.
family, biological family.
Right.
At the center of the story, but then their chosen family, who they wanted to be with,
Right.
And the brother came back to the sister, and the cousin.
Well,
wasn't really
but
a
the cousins
cousin.
weren't really cousins. What the Brazados showed you was a group of a family that took in other strays and brought them to
Correct.
their family.
The whole restaurant
and they were there
family was a family.
Right, they were there so much that they became part
Like
of the family.
when people say my work family,
Yeah.
because how many hours do you spend at work? How many days? Like how much time do you spend at work with these people? And if you're lucky enough to call them your chosen family, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of a chunk of your life you're with people that you work with.
Yeah, and you're with them more than your actual family. True.
Yeah, it could especially in the restaurant.
Yeah,
the
right.
hours that they work in the restaurant.
But the chaos of that show is off-putting to a lot of people, and we've been here watching like
Well,
Instagram
I did
stuff.
have panic attacks watching it.
Yes.
And anxiety.
I'm much more tolerant of chaos than Lisa is. Lisa gets very nervous
It
when
was
there's chaos.
very nerve-wracking.
I'm more
But it
go
was
with the
good.
flow.
But it was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but
Like I caught myself, am I breathing? I don't know if I'm breathing.
right. Well, I guess. I mean,
And that one comedian said it great. He said he only had 1 hour, to relax at night. And he wasn't going to watch The Bear where he's having a panic attack to see if the beef delivery showed up. He said
Right.
it. And that's why I laughed.
And some shows we have no frame of reference and we totally reject their entire concept. And for me, that's Downton Abbey. Okay, I thought Downton Abbey was very entertaining, very good show. It was horrible because the people in Downton Abbey
family
were
was
nasty.
horrible.
They were horrible. They were rotten. The one daughter was so condescending and nasty. Mary, who was the top one, and she gets everything.
They weren't.
They weren't nice.
They weren't nice to each other.
They were horrible, actually. And
So you wouldn't want to be part of their family.
no,
That
not
would
in the
be,
least.
check that one off the list, cross
Yes.
it out. Even though you could have the best clothes and sit down for dinner and all that, luxury, glamorous stuff.
Yes.
The bottom line is they all hated each other.
That's why the English are horrible and we stick with the Irish and the Italian.
No.
Yes.
Disclaimer.
Yes, no disclaimer.
You can't. You can't say that.
They're the perfidious Albion. Stay away from English people, just telling you.
No, do not listen to Jim. He's being funny and he's not going to say that. Press the button.
No, I'm not pressing any
pressing the
buttons.
button.
I'm not pressing any button. So, I mean, there's some shows that the family, what happens sometimes in a show, which is crazy. They start out with the idea of having this family, and the show's going to be at the family. And then a breakout character comes along,
Yes.
and he's more important than the family, so they don't care about the family. Perfect, the epitome of that.
Wait. I'm seeing high water pants. I'm seeing black rim glasses. Am I right?
Yes. That's Urkel.
Urkel.
Yes, from the Winslows. So the
Yes.
Winslows had a son and a daughter, but he was more concerned with Urkel all the time and Urkel's problems and what Urkel was doing. He was the breakout character, and all of a sudden, it's the Urkel show. Just like Happy Days. You had the Cunninghams. It was Ron Howard was supposed to be the star, and his friends, right? Potsy
Right.
and Ralph Malph. They were going to be the trio, and they were going to have a lot of adventures. And all of a sudden, this guy comes in, Fonzie, and he's it.
He hits the jukebox and it's over.
And everything's about Fonzie, No more the Cunninghams.
Yay. It's the Fonz.
Ron Howard is a very astute businessman.
Brother disappeared.
Yeah, Chuck disappeared off. He's the famous.
Where's Chuck? What happened?
Yeah,
there was another brother.
Yeah. So what happens is this outside character comes in. Another example, the Fresh Prince, right?
I love that show.
They had a son and a daughter. Carlton, the son, right? And Carlton
I
is a
can see
good
him
character,
dancing.
and he seems a nice kid, and he's studious. He does all these great things. And then Will Smith comes along, and the father and the mother are more worried about Will Smith than about their own son. I think that's terrible. It's nice to take in a stray and take care of them. That's all good. But what about your own kid?
Well,
I didn't see the dad throwing the ball in the yard with Carlton. Never. He said, "Come on, throw the football around. Let's go outside. I'm going to teach you how to shoot pool.
yeah, I didn't see that on Yellowstone either.
I'm going to teach you how to shoot a gun." Well, in Yellowstone, he taught him how to shoot a gun.
Well,
he said,
you said that when I was thinking of the ball. So
in
I
Yellowstone,
didn't see them throwing a ball in the backyard.
in Yellowstone, he taught him how to shoot people,
Yeah.
not a gun. Yellowstone, another one that's ridiculous. I mean,
That Dutton family.
all of these shows that are so over the top, like Dynasty.
Like those three kids hated each other. Oh, disgracia.
That was my phone. Sorry.
Get it away from the mic.
Sorry.
Ay, ay, ay.
What can you do? That was
The
my
Dutton
fault.
family. Let's get back to them. Well, just so you know, this is live and we don't
Edit it.
we don't edit this. So you were talking about the Dutton family?
Yeah, the Dutton family, they are a crazy family, obviously, and the things that they do. And
There were 4 kids originally.
yes, the first son gets killed right away, and he was the actor.
Did we ever meet him?
Yeah, he was in like 2 episodes, and he gets murdered. He was the guy that was actually the cowboy that liked to work with the animals and stuff.
Right.
And he was the son that was supposed to inherit everything, and he dies. Then there was the son that was the lawyer.
Right.
Okay. Then the daughter, and then the youngest son, who's now on U.S. Marshals, who was like went off to join the army.
Right.
You know, so that's what happens. You know, people get this.
But they hated each other.
Yeah, there was a lot of hatred in that family, and actually, you know, you don't really like it. I mean, I watch it because it's dramatic, but I don't care for it that much.
Like
Yeah.
you kind of hope that they would be nice to each other.
Right.
Like eventually get over something, or but no.
Well,
they died.
it's the
Murder was in it.
It's
There was no forgiving. It was murder.
Yeah, it was the obsession of the patriarch who was really concerned about one thing. Okay, and a lot of the fathers are definitely obsessed with something, and the
Right.
kids either acquiesce and become part of it, or they break away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you know, some people are like George Jefferson was obsessed about his cleaning shops. You know, and his son didn't want to have anything to do with it. He wanted to live his life and be happy.
Right.
You know, and that's the dynamic that we saw all the time.
We see that all the time. We see that. That's why a lot of stores closed on Court Street in Brooklyn.
And restaurants and stuff like
Because
that. Yeah.
the son didn't want to take over.
Yeah, they didn't want to be bothered. You know, they start him out in the store, and right away when the kid's like 10, he's
Like, I
going
don't
with
want
his
to be a butcher.
he's with his dad, and he's having a great time, and he's enjoying it. And then he gets to be 13, and he wants to go to the beach instead of cleaning the linoleum and the Formica cabinets.
Shut up.
So he doesn't want to do that anymore. He wants to go out and live his life, you know, and that's part of growing up, you know, that's okay. And then sometimes the kid comes back again, you know, and then all the lessons that he learned when he was a young kid come back to the fore, you know, and occasionally you get a restaurateur that does that, you know.
Right.
He turns around and says,
Well,
hey.
didn't that happen in like with the Pearson family on the This Is Us?
I guess. I mean, I didn't like that show that much, so I kind of didn't pay attention. We have this thing when we're watching a show, and when one of us doesn't like it, we go on our phone. That's what the world is
Yeah,
today.
but you're on your Kindle and.
I read my Kindle. Yes, I'm very easily bored of stuff. And when we see stuff and we know what's going to happen, if we see a window, we know somebody's going to jump out of it. You know.
Yeah.
So we're like kind of like, this isn't surprising me. If something surprises me and I put down my Kindle and I'm watching it, it's a really good show. So that like Ted Lasso did that.
Yes.
Shrinking did that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the Bill Lawrence shows did that because I didn't know what was going to happen. You know,
Bad Monkey.
Bad Monkey, yes. So when you get a show that's a little bit different, when it's dealing with a family dynamic, then you enjoy it. You know, it's not the
I
same
can't wait
stuff.
for Shrinking to come back.
Yes, that's a great show. And we
And
want
Ted Lasso.
we want to bring out new shows that are current. We don't want to just keep living in the past.
A well-written show is just like, it's such a gem.
Right. You like it and you want to
really
stick with
enjoy
it.
and it's just, I didn't see that coming.
So we never decided.
I love that.
So I've said to Lisa that I think I would join the Barone family, and Lisa, which was the family that you were going to join, the Brady Bunch, right?
I always, as a kid, I always wanted to be part of the Brady Bunch. I thought it would be fun. But I did I was really thinking about this.
Well, I mean, the Brady Bunch, I thought was very contrived. It was very of its time, and we have a little story about the Brady Bunch because we were talking.
No, that's the Best Family Houses.
Right. Do you want to jump to that, or did I jump to the
Best-
fist?
Okay, we're going to just change the arrow. Best Family Houses.
Well,
Because if you join the family, you live in the house.
Correct.
So when you talk about Downton, right?
Downton Abbey is a beautiful house, yes.
It's a beautiful house, and you have all these luxuries.
It's a beautiful cold house where they're eating mutton stew. Not for me.
I don't think they were eating mutton.
Yes, English people eat horrible
They
food.
had that chef. I'm sorry.
No, Mrs.
All right, in the Brady Bunch, we had Alice.
Yes.
So Alice was there to help you solve all your problems.
Yes, Alice was great because she had really good relationships with the people.
That's why if I could turn into a cartoon, I'd
Yes.
want to go to the Jetsons.
Yes. Okay.
Because
That's good.
they had Rosie.
Yeah, I like the Flintstones because I like Brontosaurus burgers. So
But
Alice was very important because she had a very good relationship with the purveyors of provisions.
Yes.
She was always working with the butcher and checking out his meat. So they always had really good steaks in the Brady Bunch.
they had good stuff there.
You know what I mean? So
But anyway, the Brady Bunch house. So we were in California, and my brother Michael and my sister-in-law Carolyn took us. We were going to Warner Brothers that day, right?
yes.
She goes, "Oh, I want to show you this house that we were thinking of buying, and I just want you to see what it looks like, or whatever." Or we were going to buy that house before we got the other house.
Right.
And we pulled up, and she's like, "What are you thinking?" I'm like, "Looks like the Brady Bunch house." Like immediately, I knew it was the Brady Bunch house.
Right.
There was no way you were going to fool me, and it was the Brady Bunch house.
Yeah, and what they did is the company bought it and furnished it exactly as it was in the 70s style furniture of the Brady
Yes,
Bunch.
looks exactly
Yeah, that's interesting.
awesome.
So when I had to pick out a
So
house,
when I was thinking of what family to join, they were always doing things together, and there were so many of them. Not like, I mean, I had two brothers. I have two brothers and a sister, but growing up, my sister didn't come until later, so it was really just the boys. But I just loved the chaos of having all of these different things happening at the same time, with having 6 kids in the house.
yeah. I mean,
And
yes.
I love the way they had the 3 girls in the bedroom.
Yes.
And it was
yes.
just like fun.
That had to be torture with 3 girls trying to get in the bathroom at the same time.
Well, they all shared one bathroom.
Yeah,
up
I
there.
understand.
Thinking about it now, 6 kids use one bathroom.
Yeah, not feasible.
So
in
it was
reality.
just for show.
Yeah. But on that other show we talked about with the 9 boys, that was not a problem because they never washed. Or they used a hose outside and washed down a little. You know, weren't you a kid and you drank water and you just picked up the hose and you drank out of it?
The kids are all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, when I was
I mean,
going to...
how many people, please put it in the comments, did you ever drink out of a garden hose?
Yes, when
Like,
very
you
hot.
didn't
Like
go in the
today,
house
it's
for a
90
glass
degrees
of
out.
water. You just picked up the garden hose and you drank.
Even worse, you pick up other people's garden hoses, not just yours. You're at your friend's house. Yeah, let's have a drink. Yeah, you know. And when I was going to pick a house, there was a couple of
But,
different
all right,
ones.
so remember, if you pick the house, you pick the family, you pick the parents, you pick everything,
Yeah, it's part of the deal.
you know?
Correct.
So what house would you
So,
pick?
in other words, if you pick I'm just going to say this right up front. If you were in the Bradys, okay, if you weren't the oldest, you would have kicked the crap out of Marsha every single day. You wouldn't have said, Marsha, you said, come here. I'm going to knock you out.
Probably would have.
You stole my clothes? I'm going to break your
I could have
fingers.
been the person that they sent away.
Yeah. Now, right off the bat, when Lisa said, what's the house you're going to pick? I said, immediately South Fork. And she said, where the hell is that?
Yes, I had no idea what he was talking about.
And that's the ranch that they had in Dallas. It was a beautiful house. It was amazing.
That's right.
But then I
That
said,
was
you
a
know,
gorgeous house.
maybe, and I said, you know, I thought about it and I said, maybe Yellowstone. I loved that house. It was so great. It was so like rustic, and that's my style. I like that. Lisa said, there's too much wood. I'm not going to dust all of that. We're not doing
I
Yellowstone.
didn't see any air conditioning.
So then I said, you know what? I have to do the actual one that I really want in my heart of hearts,
Oh God.
the Ponderosa.
Yeah.
I want to live in
You
the
have to cook
Ponderosa.
outside.
No, you're not cooking outside. You're always eating delicious meals that Hop Sing would make.
Did they have an oven?
Yes,
Oh.
they had everything you want. They had a Dutch oven. They had a regular oven. They had barbecue. They had it was
Had a
great.
Pizza oven?
They ate steaks every day. They owned a cow ranch. They were eating
right.
steaks all the time. None of this tofu crap. It was steaks and potatoes and
Did
eggs.
they have running water?
Yes, they're not barbarians. They're always
I'm
very
trying-
clean.
It was a little far back. I'm trying to see.
Yes, I understand. You
amenities
forget
they had.
Bonanza. But they were always very clean. They always washed. It had to be very clean
They
because
had electric?
no, they didn't have electric. But they
They
always
didn't have electric?
no.
They lit candles that night?
Yeah, lanterns, not candles. Yes.
Really?
Yes, they didn't have electric. They had to be very clean because they wore the same clothes every day for 20 years, so it didn't mess up too much.
All right.
And they always washed up because they had to look good for when they meet the woman that was a fiance that was going to die within 30 minutes. Because in Bonanza, any fiance of one of the Cartwright boys that were about, but just before they got married, they always died. Just so you know.
Yeah.
So I would pick the Ponderosa
It's like
if
a
I was going to
happy
pick a
show.
place. It's so beautiful. And they showed the whole, it's on Lake Tahoe. It was amazing. So I would pick the Ponderosa.
All right.
Okay?
I mean, I'd like Walton's Mountain and then renovate it.
Yeah, but what they did,
But if I have to just go back there, no.
Walton's Mountain actually was cleaned up hillbillies.
I wouldn't want to live in that time.
I wouldn't want to, and I didn't like the Waltons all that much. It was okay. It was,
But I would like to live on the Robinson Jupiter too.
I wouldn't care for
I
that
like
at all.
going out in space.
Yeah, not for me.
I mean,
Thanks anyway.
they lived, but they saw a lot of crazy stuff. But that
They-
would be kind of cool.
Yeah, they almost died every 5 minutes. Something was going to kill them. It's okay. I
Kept
could
you
do
on your
without
toes.
that. I could do without that. At least in the Ponderosa, you had your brothers with you, and you could usually shoot anybody that was going to bother you. That's why when I was going to pick a family, I was going to pick the rifleman because he was the best dad. Because whenever there was a problem, he didn't argue, he didn't talk, he just shot the guy.
I'm reading a book that his name.
Yes.
They call him the Rifleman because
Yes, because he has the same name, Lucas McCain.
And I knew it
Yes.
because of you talking about the Rifleman. I was like, okay,
And occasionally
I got the reference.
She might occasionally catch an episode that I'm watching when she's doing something. And
I
it's
got
on
the
in the
reference
background.
in the book. What's the name of
I
the
used to
book?
watch it with what?
What's the name of the book?
It's called. It's
You know,
Lost in the
I
Cascades.
just want to say something. Having a Kindle versus a physical book. When you have your physical book, you see the cover of the book every time you pick it up to read. And you don't forget the name. You see it every time. When I'm reading from the Kindle, I just forget the name of the book that I'm reading because it just jumps to the page that I'm on. I don't see the cover.
Right.
But it's a really good series.
Well, what happens is it's called the Cascade series. It stars It's about a game warden who's has a big dog, and he goes on these various adventures, and it's really well done. And Lisa was
But
looking
in
for
the book, his name is Lucas
McCain, right? And one old guy like me makes fun of him and calls him the Rifleman because that's the same name as the guy on the Rifleman.
Right. And I knew that. It was pretty cool.
And what they do in the book, which oftentimes happens in books and movies and shows, which we try to consciously stay away from in The Brooklyn Witch, available on Amazon.com and on the.
Just go to thebrooklynwitch.com.
And you can get a signed copy with some extras.
Or if you want to buy it from Amazon, the link's right there for you.
Right. But when you see TV shows or you read a book, sometimes the character, the hero, is a Superman. He's tall, he's good looking, he's muscular, he's wonderful, he's all that. And, that's who this guy is in this particular book, Lucas McCain. And sometimes that's true in life, but not always. And Reacher is the same way. Spencer is the same way. A lot of books, they make the guy into a Superman or a Superwoman for that matter. And, that solves all the problems. It doesn't really work that way. Sometimes the detective is fat and out of shape.
But if we're talking about families,
Yes.
and you're talking about books now,
Yes.
you got to bring it back to families in the books.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of books that are great families. Of course, The Godfather, right? There you go. They're talking about a family.
Yep.
Right? And The Godfather is so influential that when you talk about somebody and you say he's Fredo, everybody knows what you mean.
Yes, that's true.
So when you call a guy a Fredo, they say, hey, Fredo, take it easy. Right away they get insulted.
Well,
It's not like if you call them, hey, Adam Cartwright or Little Joe, they don't know what the hell you're talking about. They have no idea, Or I dare you to name the guys in the Pearsons family. You won't remember their names because they're not memorable. They're really not. They're not etched that well.
not that I could name
You
their
could never name.
characters.
You can't even name.
I just know
you
that
can name
one of
the
them is on another show now.
Yes,
Tracker.
Stanford K. Well, yeah, Stanford K. Brown is in that other show.
But I don't remember what his name was on This Is Us.
Neither do I. Right, and that shows you that a couple of things. Maybe we don't pay as much attention.
I just
to
know they were the big three.
Well, here's the thing. If a show is really well done and we really like it, we'll remember.
Yeah, but it was well done.
Let me ask you a
I
question.
just don't remember.
Let me ask you a question.
That's not something that I would watch over.
Yeah, but
There are shows that you repeat because you like watching them and you don't mind watching them over.
well,
That's not one that I'm going to go back over.
here's an example. What about Shrinking? What's the name of the woman in Shrinking, the next door neighbor?
Liz.
Right. What's the name of the daughter?
Mm,
She comes from Wonderland. Alice.
okay.
Okay. What's the name?
Oh, that was the Wonderland.
Yeah, I like that.
Good. That was
Okay.
good.
What's the name of Harrison Ford's character? Oh, we're actually
You're just testing my memory.
we're
It's not
illustrating
working.
something that Lisa doesn't remember anything. Paul is the name of the guy.
All right, I'll remember it when I start watching it again.
What's the name of the head guy? The guy that's from How I Loved Your Mother.
I don't even know his real name.
Jason Segel, but his
Okay,
show
that's
in the
it.
show his name is Jimmy,
Okay.
right? But now, how about this?
Daryl.
and
I
his other
remember
brother.
Daryl
How about in the Bear? What's the name of the
because I
chef?
have a Daryl.
What's the name of the chef?
Um,
The main guy.
I know. Give me a second.
Gene Wilder's
Give
son.
I know it. Wait a minute.
Really, Lisa?
Oh my God! This is something happening to my brain today.
The 80s, huh?
Yeah, thank you. Carmen.
Yes. And what about his friend, his antagonist, his cousin? What's his cousin?
Cousin.
Richie.
Yeah, Richie, cousin.
Right? Okay. So, and what about his sister?
What are you doing to me?
What about his sister? I'm quizzing you.
Michelle.
No, Sugar.
Sugar, that's right.
Yeah, thank you.
I would remember them eventually. You're just putting me on the spot.
Too much pressure for you. Okay. Quick, name all the Brady Bunch people.
Oh, come on. Give me a break. I'll have to sing the song.
Marsha. Okay.
Oh, my nose.
So what we're talking about the families and what happens with the family shows. Sometimes the show is just a husband and wife. And even if the kids are in it, it's peripheral. Everybody Loves Raymond. It's interesting because it's the grandfather and grandmother and the husband and wife. And the kids, nobody really cares about.
Right,
So the family they're depicting
we know
is
it's 2 boys, right?
no, there's a girl, I
It's
believe.
a boy and a girl.
I think 2 boys and a girl. I think.
It's 3 kids?
I might be wrong. It might be a boy and a girl. I know there's definitely a girl. So, but that show was basically about the grandparents and the parents, and then the kids were an afterthought.
Right.
Okay. Some shows are just about the husband and wife. The Honeymooners, I Love Lucy, even though when they had a kid, which was a big thing.
Even Mary Tyler Moore and, you
Yeah.
know, Frasier and all of those shows.
Well, Frasier was interesting because it was also the dynamic of the grandfather and the father.
With the 2 brothers.
The 2 brothers.
Which I really thought they did.
But
Niles and Frasier. I thought that was really a really funny sibling relationship.
Yeah, and we can get into siblings. What was good about that is they had a
Oh,
rivalry.
should I jump to siblings? Are you not ready for that?
I'm ready. I'm always ready, Lisa. You can't fool me. I could talk about anything at the drop of a hat.
Yes,
Where's my hat? I'm
can.
going to drop it.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So let's talk about sitcom siblings. What sitcom siblings would you like to have?
Who did I mean, again, I always
Metal
wanted-
Soprano?
No, I'm not going there.
AJ?
I did.
I say, AJ, here's a rock. Go to the pool.
I was trying to figure out who I'd want to live with, and I wasn't sure.
Not Adam Cartwright. Right?
No, that wasn't any of them. I mean, who would I want to be siblings with?
I have more that I don't want to than that I actually want to.
I mean, when 8 is Enough was on, I always loved the crazy chaos family.
Right.
Maybe because I felt like I would be at home. So like 8 is Enough or the Brady Bunch, there's always stuff going on. You know, if I was one of the sisters in Charm, that would be kind of fun.
That'd be cute. And a witch as well, right?
Yeah, oh, I remember what family I wanted to be part of. The Good Witch.
Yes.
Because that would be really cool. If my mom was
Yes.
a witch.
And I would love to live in a town where I never have to pay for anything.
Or worry about it.
Because in a Good Witch, they always get stuff like coffee and they walk away and they never pay. It's amazing.
They always get, oh, here, get this.
I would love to live in that town. But we were talking also about siblings now.
Right.
Switched.
So maybe the Modern Family would be fun. To
Okay.
be in that family group.
Which family? The Dumfries or the Pritchards? The Pritchards were Gloria and the father with Manny. And the Dumfries were the 3 siblings, the two sisters and the brother.
Yeah, I'd want to be in the main
There was
house.
Luke and I forget the girls' names. But yeah, that's the family you were talking about, right?
Yeah, I feel like that would be a fun family.
Well, I always
Why?
Why?
Because of not the Christmas party, but the Halloween party. I love Halloween, and they do the best Halloween
Now,
parties.
there are more people I wouldn't want as siblings that I really hate them with the fire of 1,000 suns, as I say. For example, I would never want to be in Roseanne because I hate the characters, especially the one daughter, Sarah Gilbert, the worst.
They're not happy.
Oh, terrible. I wouldn't want to
I
be.
want to be with a happy family that
Yeah.
laughs. That's why I like the Dunphy family, because the father is like always joking around. He loves his kids. The mother's like, she's all over the place, but she does the best she can.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like you would get a good family dynamic
Right.
from that.
Now, I would never want to be in a Keaton family because I hate
And then the other relatives that come over, the
Yeah,
family,
yeah.
like I just feel like
well,
that's
yeah, the
a nice
brother
group.
and all that stuff. Yeah, sure.
Family vacation with them.
Lots of fun. Or a lot of chaos, anyway.
Well, I like chaos for some reason. I keep going. I would not want the chaos of the birds in Ozark. I couldn't handle that. If I was one of the kids that had to deal with the drug trafficking parents,
Yeah, well, the criminal shows like Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, and The Ozark, you really don't want to be part of.
I couldn't breathe watching Ozark.
Right.
I found myself catching my breath like, this is giving me panic.
If we're picking a show we want to be part of, we want to go towards a comedy, probably.
Well, that's why I like Modern Family.
So some of the shows you could conceive of yourself being part of it, but then there's one character that just annoys you. And for me, that's the Keatons in Family Ties.
Really?
I can't stand Alex. He's a condescending piece of crap, and I just didn't like him at all. And he was very condescending and stupid. He reminds me of George Will. I just want to smack him unmercifully. And of course, I always go back to shows from 50, 60 years ago. I would love to be in Bonanza. I would like to be one of the brothers, and I want Hoss as my big brother who kicked the crap out of anybody that said anything to me. I'd say, Hoss, take care of this guy, and he'd take care of him. You know?
It would be interesting being one of the Frasers. Like, say the two brothers had a sister,
That would be interesting.
you know, and I was the sister. That could be interesting.
Did a Cranes, actually.
Yeah,
Frazier
the
is the
Cranes.
name of the guy. The Cranes.
That's what I meant.
Well, the dynamic they showed, which was interesting, they showed the two brothers and the father, but not the
What
son.
if the sister was a cop?
That could be.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would have made it better if the sister was like a real street cop. And
Because that's what she learned from the father,
Yes.
as opposed to the other two.
she went the other way, and she hated the two effete sophisticados in Frazier and Niles, and she would have nothing to do with them. That would be an interesting show.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's
See?
not the show they did.
No.
And the show they did was almost perfect
Yeah, I loved
for
it.
what it was because it was just basically
Well, they kind of brought it in with the therapist,
yeah, but they basically made it a farce. There was always farcical
the
elements
physical
to it.
therapist. She played
Yeah,
that
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, it was very well
being
done.
Almost like the sister.
Yeah, yeah. So some siblings, you look at them and you say, some I could take, some I can't take. You know, like if there's 3 or 4 siblings, a couple of them were good, and some of them not so much. You know, like Dutton Ranch, let's go. Like Beth is horrible. You know, she's very
She has a
nasty.
lot
She's
of
angry. She's got
problems.
an attitude. She's all over the place.
She needed extensive therapy.
And the 3 brothers, one was a weasel. He was the guy that gets
He
killed.
was a weasel.
He was terrible. Then the oldest brother was a non-entity because he got killed right away.
Right.
And the youngest brother also just wants to kill people. That's what he does with no remorse. It's pretty funny. We talk about this all the time, that we watch shows and these people murder people left and right and have no remorse whatsoever.
Like their soul doesn't hurt.
I mean, you can't.
They don't think
in real
about
life,
it?
that's
they
not how
don't
it
have
works.
to like deal with like a psychiatrist for the rest of their life because they took a soul.
Just as an aside, the best show, movie, whatever that I ever saw that dealt with that issue was Unforgiven. Unforgiven is a movie with Clint Eastwood, and he plays a guy that's a murderer, and he's a murderer. He's not a hitman. They sanitize it too much. You know, Sopranos had a little bit of that too, because they showed you who the hitmen and the murderers were very sociopath. They were sociopaths.
They were sociopaths.
Like Paulie Walnuts would grin at you 1 minute and take you to lunch like he did with his mother's friend, and then just smother her to get the money from under her mattress.
Right.
Tawny was very volatile, you know, in The Sopranos, you know, and then but like Tracker, he shoots a guy every week. He shoots 2 or 3 guys. Will Trent is always shooting guys. That's why we don't watch it anymore.
Well, that last one when all those people died in that one episode, I said I'm not.
No, we're not
watching
watching it
this
after
again.
that. But
I can't handle that much violence. I want to be entertained.
Right.
I like a good movie, but the series just got out of hand.
right, it's just too much killing, and it's got to affect you. You can't. How could you go through life like that?
It was affecting me watching the
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I mean, you know, look at the worst one by far was SWAT. The SWAT guy killed them in just like platoons. In Hawaii Five-0 as well.
Yeah, that was.
Hawaii Five-0, the guy was always killing people. It was ridiculous. I mean, how does that happen? It's impossible. You're really going to tell me you have a special government task force in Hawaii that shoots 20 people a week, and they're not up on charges, and, you know, it's just crazy. So what siblings would you like to shoot, Lisa?
No, thank you.
You don't want to shoot Marsha Brady?
Nope.
Okay, just hit her in the nose with a
I
football?
could just torture her and like
Yeah, well, of
whisper in
course.
the ear when she's sleeping or something. But I'm
you
not
could do
gonna shoot anybody.
Okay, so what siblings did you say you wanted to have?
Well, I wanted the Hallowells,
The
from
three
Charmed,
sisters?
If I could be one of the three sisters, would have to get rid of Piper, Phoebe, or Paige. One of them had to go. But
Okay, the girl from Who's the Boss, you're out.
she's out. I'm in.
We got a brunette Italian, she's taking your place. You're out.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's see. And then I said that I wanted to be in Frasier. I thought that would be fun.
Okay.
And Modern Family. That was the other one.
Yeah, that could be. I think
And the Brady Bunch. I mean, I watching it as a child, we all loved the Brady Bunch.
Right.
What was everyone has the number one episode for the Brady Bunch.
Well, it's the best vacation episode.
Right. We were going to talk about if you went with the family on their family vacation, which family would you pick?
Right. And we would pick, we would definitely pick the Brady Bunch vacation.
Definitely
that was the best one.
picking the Brady Bunch when they go to Hawaii.
Yeah, that was a great one.
That was the best one ever. Yeah. Don't
definitely.
take anything off the island.
Right. That was a good vacation episode. But vacation episodes are tough. Like they had one on Modern Family, they had a couple of vacation episodes that weren't fun. I didn't think. It was too chaotic and too crazy. And of course, I told a story about our vacation that had to do with the Modern Family. I'm not going to recap it, but it didn't work for me. And sometimes vacations are tough. I Love Lucy had some great vacations when they went to California.
The thing. If we included I Love Lucy as the family, because it was just the adults,
right?
If we call them their found family when they had the Mertzes,
right?
And they went to Hollywood.
That was a great vacation.
I would definitely go to Hollywood with them. That would be hilarious. Seeing all the movie stars the way they did.
Fancy cars.
Restaurants. It was great.
Oh, yeah, it's very true. Okay, so we talked about vacations for a bit, and our families were very different. Lisa used to go on vacations a lot with her family.
Yes.
Why was that, Lisa?
We used to. Oh, actually, my father used to take off like a whole month in the summer.
Right.
And we would get in the Beetle Volkswagen. Yeah. All right. It was only when we were younger. My sister didn't come till 9 years later, so it was me and my two brothers, and we'd all climb in the Volkswagen with our luggage, with everything, and we would just drive around Pennsylvania.
Nice.
Like we would go through Jersey, getting there. We'd go to Pennsylvania Dutch
Country. Yes, it's great restaurants there.
Like we'd go to all these places, Gettysburg. Mm-hmm. We'd always like travel that way, and it was fun. We used to jump to different hotels.
My family never went on vacation ever, not once.
You never went on vacation?
Never. Family vacation, never.
Not once?
Never. Because my mother was basically agoraphobic. She never wanted to leave the house. My grandmother didn't even want to go to the beach.
Oh, no.
She would go to the beach, but she dragged herself to the beach with us. But then when she'd go home, she'd say, "Mi casa bella," and she'd like hug you to the refrigerator.
Now, did you? So so you didn't go on a full vacation, but did you do like a beach trip?
No, we never did it. We for the day, sure, but we never stayed overnight anywhere ever. And at least when I got married, she was all into going on vacation. I would say, "Lisa, I
love vacations.
I don't go on vacation, and here's why." And I will be a little bit of a partisan of New York. I live in New York. Everything I could possibly want is in New York. Anything else, which at least opened my eyes when we went to Hawaii, and I did like Hawaii, and I do like Florida and all that kind of stuff. I used to go. The only place I ever went on vacation was Vegas, which is the place that's most like New York of any place in the country.
When you went to Vegas.
Yeah, I went on my own. I got long legs as I got older. I went with my found family, and we went to Vegas.
Right.
But I didn't go to California. I didn't say, "Oh, I'm going to go to Pennsylvania Dutch country or Canada." I didn't do any of those things. Only when we got married we started doing it. I don't
even think they planned it. Like, we just drove to Pennsylvania. We would stop at places like, "Oh, this motel looks nice. We'll stay here."
Right.
Like, sometimes it didn't work out. I remember we stayed at one motel that we were in the pool, and we all had like our feet cut up because the pool was horrible and we had to leave there.
Nice.
But it was just pulling over and having lunch
at
a picnic table.
Mm-hmm.
We would like gypsies on vacation.
And what's important about that is that your mother and father wanted you to go on vacation. If my mother and father didn't want to do that, my father
We would
loved.
find restaurants.
Yeah.
And I remember this one German restaurant that when we came to the door, they were like, "Oh, they got 3 kids." It was a very upscale restaurant. And once we sat down, of course, we were all militant because my father would crack you in the back of the head if you didn't behave. We all sat there, please and thank you. We were very nice kids, and they made a comment about how well behaved our family was.
Yes. Normally in a German restaurant, the kids want to invade Poland. No. So my family never went anywhere. My father didn't care. He liked the neighborhood. He didn't want to go anywhere. My mother didn't want to go anywhere. So when we got married, we started going places. But that shows the influence of the mom and dad. So we're going to segue into talking about our favorite TV dads and our favorite TV moms. Let's start with the moms, Lisa. Who's your favorite mom?
All right. So it was there was a lot. And I really had to break it down. And I was like, okay, so a TV mom like Mrs. Cunningham.
Right.
She was a good TV mom.
Very good.
Like you knew you could have like the warmth and compassion.
Even Fonzie wanted her to be his mom.
Right. So she was a good mom. And then I was thinking Samantha Stevens.
Yes.
Who wouldn't want a witch for a mom?
Exactly. Well,
in the good
a good witch, yes.
A good witch, right? Speaking of the good witch, Kathy Nightingale.
There you go.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Carol Brady, because I love the Brady Bunch.
Yes.
And Morticia Addams.
Yes. Yes.
How cool would that be?
Very good list.
She loved her family exactly the way they are. They were all accepted no matter what their quirks were. They were fun. So she would be a good mom too.
Right. So my list is very small. It's very good. Marie Barone, I've already mentioned. Yeah. I think she's a great mom. She
would be a great mom.
She's the typical Italian.
Her from my list, so I let you have
she's
her
a typical Italian mom, and she's what Italian mom, and also Jewish moms are a lot like that too.
Right.
And that's definitely someone that would be on my list of great moms. But I loved Edith Bunker. I thought she was a wonderful mother. She was a wonderful person. Everything about Edith Bunker was
very warm,
amazing. She was loving. Mm-hmm. She's lovely. You can't get a better person than Edith Bunker. So if I had to pick someone as my mom, I probably would pick Edith Bunker because she was such a good mom and such a loving and wonderful person. But the person I probably would have to pick is another off-the-wall one.
Okay.
Cara Dutton. Now you're saying, Jim, who's Cara Dutton?
Who's Cara Dutton?
In the show 1923.
Oh,
okay. Helen Mirren plays Cara Dutton.
She was a good mom.
Married to Harrison Ford, who's hanging out there before he goes to shrinking. Okay. Whose character is called Paul, just to go back to 10 minutes ago. But Cara Dutton is the mother figure, and she's got a shotgun. She's shooting people left and right. That's the mother you want.
Right.
She's backing you up, and she's saying, get my grandson here because he's going to have to kill all these bad guys.
Correct.
Okay, now how about TV dads?
TV dads. Now, I was thinking about that, and I was trying to figure it out, and one of them popped into my head, and I don't even remember the show, but I just remember loving Danny Thomas.
Yes.
I don't even know what the name of the show was. It's a very old show.
It was a very strange name.
And Father Knows Best. Come on.
Danny Thomas show had a very strange name. It was called The Danny Thomas Show.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How'd they come up with that one?
And all the dads on the any Bill Lawrence show, the dads.
Derek is the best. Derek is
a great dad.
If you want to know what Lisa and my marriage is like, look at Derek and Liz. That's who we are.
It's kind of like who we are. Yeah.
She does stones. She does crystals. She's a crazy person. She's all over the place. And Derek just goes along and says, Lisa, where's the scissor? Okay, who else?
Who was it? Well, of course, from This Is Us, Jack Pearson was a great dad when he was alive.
I beg to differ, but I go with it. That's fine. I thought he was very overbearing, and he was a little bit too much. In my opinion.
All right, moving on. Tom Bradford from 8 Is Enough.
Yes, he was
a really good dad.
He was a great dad, and it was very realistic because he had the 8 kids, and he kept saying, "What's your name again?" No, he was based on an actual.
But my winner.
Yes.
My winner chicken dinner is Phil Dunphy.
Yes, he's goofy, but he's a great dad. He loves his family.
He was a great dad.
Yes.
And yes, was he goofy and embarrassing, but you love that.
Yes.
Because he'll do anything for his kids.
Yes. Now, Jim is, of course, going to go into the obscure lanes of yesteryear.
Here we go. Hold on. Buckle up.
And you guys will never have any idea who Martin Lane is. Who's Martin Lane? Okay. No idea.
I don't know. Roll back the time machine.
Yes. He was Patty Duke's dad. And what was Patty Duke's show? It was
We're cousins.
Identical cousins, just the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They look alike. They sound alike. They even fart alike. I think that's how it goes.
No, that's not the word.
Well, anyway, they lived in Brooklyn Heights, which I thought was cool because, they lived in Brooklyn Heights and we were in Brooklyn. And I used to go to Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah.
And I said, holy cow. But he was such an understanding dad when they got up into their hijinks, when they would switch roles or whatever they would do because she was the same person that played.
Right.
Little do we know that she actually had bipolar tendencies.
Which is very sad.
Very sad, but it was like her life coming out. But Martin Lane was a great dad. Lucas McCain, who I've mentioned. Wouldn't you like a dad that anybody that bothered you or looked at you the wrong way, he would just take his rifle and shoot him? I think that's a great dad, in my opinion.
God.
And of course,
I really wish I had a button.
The only one and only dad, the best one, Ben Cartwright. Now, Ben Cartwright had a tough road to hoe, and but he taught his sons.
I think he was a good dad.
He was a great dad. And what did he do? He said, son, you meet a girl, you fall in love, you get married.
She's going to die.
And she's going to die. So then what do? You get another one. So each one of his sons had a different wife, had a different mom, right? But his sons, unfortunately, didn't luck out because whenever they got engaged to someone, as I said before, they died immediately. They got run over by a horse or something. It was terrible. They couldn't keep up with all the different ways they had to go. It was amazing. But Ben Cartwright was the ultimate dad. So we did moms and dads. We're not going to go into grandparents because that's a little bit over the top.
I mean, if you talk about parents, just to end it as the whole couple, again, I'm going to stick with the Modern Family. I did like that. Phil and Claire Dunphy together, their dynamics. But that's
okay,
it.
quick, Lisa. What's the best pet?
Ooh, we were talking about this. I think, and there's really not a lot of TV dogs.
Yes.
I mean,
we had a big
there's
disagreement,
cats,
but go ahead.
But there's not a lot. So Eddie from Frasier
It was a great one.
was he was the greatest.
Yeah, he played a role. He was an actual character in the show.
Yeah.
My favorite, also character in the show, very important, Dino from the Flintstones. And Lisa said, you can't keep using cartoons, Jim.
Stop with the cartoons.
Well, I think of my life as a cartoon, so I kind of think in cartoon
if you
terms.
get into cartoons, it's totally, because then there's a lot. If we go into cartoons, we can't open up that way.
So in our voluminous notes, we have so many other things we could talk about. We're probably going to do another episode about this because we have too many things.
Too many good things.
We're going to say which family aged the best,
like,
which would never survive today. All
like,
different
there's
things.
a lot of things where we could go, but we don't want to make this be too long.
It's already too long, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to have to end it here, but want you guys to think about it. And it's all about the family. And guess what? That's what our Lisa's second book is about.
Right. So it's The Brooklyn Witch, Never Go Against the Family.
Right. Now it talks about Speranza's actual family, her grandmothers, her daughter, her granddaughter.
And you get
and
the
her
chaos
husband, of course.
Everything.
And also about the found family, all the fairies that are her friends and the people that she lives with and works with.
And her friends that are her
And
family.
also her friend Ginny's family, who's involved in a sort of mafia situation where two mafia families
really
are
good.
at
I have to
war.
tell you, it's really good.
So it has a lot more of the Brooklyn Mafia stuff in it, and it has a lot of the Never
The
Never.
first book had to lay a lot of stuff out, but this book I get to go a little deeper in other things.
We look at the Seven Sisters family, which we're going to explore. There's a lot of good stuff.
There's the big family. Never Go Against the Family. It's covering a lot of territory.
So we might have a couple of podcasts about families and go back to that because the new book is going to be called The Brooklyn Witch.
Never Go Against the Family.
So think about that.
That's the same name as this podcast.
And leave us some comments about your family and talk about it.
Let us know about what family you would go on vacation with, TV family, what TV family you would live in their house.
Yeah. What family would you say, Ma, get out of here? I want Edith Bunker to be my mom. I want Claire Dunphy, or I want Mrs. Cunningham, Mrs. C to be my mom. Get out.
So, yes, leave those comments.
But now we're going to end it and say thank you again for listening.
Yes, and until next time, keep laughing.
Keep reading.
And keep the conversation going.
We'll see you next time on the episode of
Life According to Lisa.
And Jim too.
Same stoop.
Different magic.